currently 8:59 p.m. Here's where I am currently on the Moogle polystyrene drawing project. After working on it both during the early morning to mid-morning hours and during the evening hours, evening to early night hours. Primarily working on coloring, doing the coloring, or at least the basic coloring for the Buster Sword behind the Moogle. And I think at least partially behind the 50 crate that's behind the Moogle on the front side of the project, the polystyrene block. These are most, if not all, of the Sharpie markers I used for today's work on the Moogle polystyrene drawing project. I recall within the past 2 hours or so, I edited and uploaded the January 4 my dinner video to my YouTube channel. And it pretty much just now finished processing for high definition. This being after doing the same for the January 3 my dinner video. Well, within the first hours of today. I recall having 3 full cups of plain coffee roughly from 2:15 p.m. to 6 p.m. At the time I had the first cup of plain coffee, with it I had a mini nacho platter my dad made. Using a new and different bag of chips that he got from Wegmans. During the last grocery shopping trip there. At Wegmans. I recall that one was at the Wegmans by my mom's place rather than the one by his place at the time. Currently, those chips are the only chips we have. And then at 3:15 p.m., I had, well, my dad gave me some of a bag of essentially Cracker Jack. But it's by a different brand. It's a different brand. And it's called Moose Crunch. It consists of caramelized popcorn, that tastes like caramel, and comes with some, but not a lot of, nuts. Which was my experience during the relatively few times in the past I had Cracker Jack. I recall the last time being about at least a year ago. I recall today staying up until about 8 in the morning. And then naturally sleeping until within about 15 minutes of the alarm I set for noon on my laptop through a third-party website. Because I initially thought that Dan and I would go out to get haircuts and watch football while eating out somewhere again today. But that ended up not being the case. So we stayed home again today. And though I didn't fall back asleep, I didn't really get up today until about 2 p.m. Yeah, despite the relatively little sleep I got today, I don't recall feeling tired at any point since getting up for today. Throughout today, I primarily went through my current rotation of games on Kongregate, while working on the Moogle polystyrene drawing project. These are some more of the truffles I had with my late breakfast slash lunch yesterday. I played this game, Astral Raiders, first during the early to mid morning hours, and then from the evening hours into the early night and midnight hours, as in the middle night hours. I recall getting the first easy badge for this game for completing the first chapter of story mode before I went to sleep for today. But I've yet to complete the second chapter of story mode and thus get the second easy badge for this game. The gameplay essentially boils down to this. At least if you have auto mode on.